test for people who want to become Americans. And it's kind of weird because a lot of it is dates that things happen. And, you know, the Battle of Gettysburg, it doesn't matter what the date was. What matters is the events and the story surrounding it. And that's my problem with history, is I don't really care about what happened on what day. What I care about is why it happened. You learn a lot more from what happened and why than you do about when. Because an event can happen any day of any year, and the date is not that significant. The event is the important thing. I do remember my mum was training to become a math teacher, and we had a friend who was a year older than me that had to do math because she wanted to be a scientist. She could not get algebra. It's sort of 2a equals 6. You have to figure out what A is, and she couldn't figure it out. And my mum had tried to teach her multiple ways, you know, she extra classes after school type of thing. And my mum had tried to teach her, and she just could not get it. And my mum came to me and she said, I don't know what to do. I've gone through all the things I was taught, and you know, how to do algebra, and she doesn't understand. So I said, well, do numbers. Just go back to the numbers. Give her the thing. So 2a equals 6. Just say 2 times 3 equals 6. A equals 3. And then when you move the 3 around, it's sort of 3 equals 6 divided by 2. And she did it all with the numbers. And at that point, the girl was like, oh, yeah, I see that now. So, yeah, my mum gave her a list of sort of various algebra questions. And they were simple algebra. It wasn't sort of simultaneous equations where you had A plus B equals 6 and then 2A equals B or whatever. It was just a simple algebra question, but she got them all right because she worked it back into numbers. So she knew how the numbers related to the other numbers in the equation. And when it came to doing the letters or replacing a number with a letter, she had that all figured out by that point. We are almost full again. So, yeah, I could not do teaching. It's a difficult thing. I had a computer studies teacher who was he knew his stuff, but he wasn't a good teacher. And the reason he wasn't a good teacher was he knew what he needed to know to teach the subject. The problem is he couldn't understand why nobody else understood the way he did. So he had one way of teaching things, and if you didn't understand that one way, he was at a loss to explain it any other way. And I think part of the problem part of the thing with being a teacher is you need to be able to explain your subject to someone who doesn't have a clue, especially high school or middle school teacher. The kids don't have a clue what you're talking about. You have to be able to explain to them and try and approach it from their understanding. And that's something this guy didn't really have the skills to do. But as I said, he was a brilliant teacher. He was a brilliant man. He was not a brilliant teacher. Now, I've had other people who are brilliant teachers, not necessarily, PhDs in their subject, but they do understand things. But I don't know. A lot of schooling these days comes down to what the kids. They don't have a very long attention span. So if you can't keep their brains occupied, and unfortunately their brains are going to stay occupied for 10 minutes and then move on to the next shiny thing. It can shoot. Fortunately, not my crop. Because that could have been a disaster. But yeah, it's... network security and certifications. Yes. There is a lot of need for security experts because there are lots of nefarious people who are doing bad things. So, we've got a brilliant security team where I work, and they are constantly updating our security protocols and everything else. Also, with a security experience, you can
5-4.
You can become a professional hacker. So the
U8.
So the other side of security is a professional, legitimate hacker. So you are employed by a security company to hack into your client's system. So we actually have a company that does that. And they're constantly trying to break into our systems. And when they break into our systems, they're not stealing information. They're just breaking into our systems. They give us a report and say, okay, here's some holes we found, and you probably need to fill those in. And our security guys know how to fill in the problems. Yes, effectively. And on that subject, I did hear... So recently the British government came out with, we need a digital ID. And their starting point was to have a single point of login. So if you want to deal with the British government, whether it's plates for your cars, or renewing your driver's license, or going to see the doctor, they have this login system that validates you and gets you into government stuff. And they outsourced the programming to Romania, one of the world leaders in nefarious hacking, and a security penetration testing team took a matter of minutes to break into multiple points of failure on this supposedly secure login system and gain access to the data behind it. So it's like, yeah. And British government wants to do digital IDs. I don't think they're competent enough to pull that off. And that's probably going to get me arrested when next time I go to the UK for saying something like that. Because they're batshit crazy over there. It's easier to arrest people for saying things that criticise the government online than it is to track down a murderer or a car thief or whatever. So they have a whole... They're doing really well solving crime. It's just that they're solving the soft crime of, oh, you said something mean, or you're walking down the street and you look too Jewish, so that offends Muslim people, so we need to arrest you. It's just, no. I'm sorry, that might be the land of my birth, but it's not going to be the land of my death or any place that I visit anytime soon. And it all started back in the late 1990s, which is right about the time I left. Although I didn't see all this garbage coming up. It's just, yeah, it was actually a good idea that I left. I've heard the latest thing is British government needs to raise taxes, so they're going to put sales tax on food. Now, the UK is... They don't tax raw food. And the reason for that is because that's unfair on poor people who, need food. And everybody needs food. So if you buy TV dinners, just stick it in a microwave and it's good to go, that has tax on it. If you go out to eat at a restaurant, that has tax on it because that is prepared food. It's cooked food. Back when I was a kid, when McDonald's arrived, you didn't have tax on milkshakes. You had tax on sodas, you had tax on hamburgers, fries, everything else. There was no tax on milkshakes because it's milk. And it was deemed as a nutritional requirement. And it wasn't until I stopped being a teenager that they said, well, actually, any drinks that are sold at a restaurant, it's a convenience thing, and so, yes, they should be taxed. So all of a sudden, milkshakes went up 10% because they were now taxed. But they do not, up until now, they have not taxed unprepared food because everybody needs food, and that would penalise poor people and people on whatever the UK equivalent of food stamps is. But no, if the government have their way, all meat, veg, everything like that is going to go up 20% overnight, and that's going to impact the old people on old people on pensions and poor people on welfare. I have a number of, I have one main hobby. I am currently in the process of building a model railway. But doing that actually involves lots and lots of skills. I'm an amateur carpenter, I'm an amateur electrician, I hover around amateur electronics, although not in any way serious. I'm an amateur historian, because if you're building a model railway, if you actually want it to be based on a thing, then you need to do research into the history of the model railway you're building. Now, that's not a requirement. You can do anything you want with your model railway. It's your model railway. You can American stuff, British stuff, European stuff on your model railway because it's your model railway. And also an amateur architect, because I'm going to need to build buildings. Oh look, somebody wants to be banned. Shall we take care of that? Blah blah blah. And where's the button? And report. Report. Yes. Okay.
Can you get rid of those labels
and submit report. Block this user and bye bye. Okay. Well, yes, because it's now warm. You can go and do outdoor things. Oh, actually, that was Cameo that was not doing morning outside stuff because it was too cold. But anyway, yes, take care. Oh, where's my tractor? There's my tractor.
Okay,
Oh, my tractor's full.
I just bought flowers.
I don't want to go through there because that's not. You know what? I think we're going to cut across. So yeah, if you have, I mean, one of the things I'm doing at the moment is learning how to cut wood with a laser, and eventually I might learn how to 3D model stuff in plastic. But yeah, all sorts of things that you pick up with some interests, hobbies. Okay, I don't know where my harvester. Oh, my harvester is over there. Okay, this thing is full. So
now let's check the price then. Is it cheap?
it's
They have 14 cents off.
okay. Things I want to figure out. I might want that tractor.
You do.
No,
I'll do it.
back up. That one. Round balers. I have this, which is it's only 80 horsepower. Straw harvest pack. Okay. So things I were concerned with was my little round baler is too big for my little farmall tractor. It's not. So that's actually a good thing.
Can you do that one?
Yeah, that's 2 full loads. So it might be 3 full loads I get in.
I'm doing that one.
Yeah.
No, you press E or Q. Either one.
Round we go. Oh. school bus.
I'm just gonna
Oh, and the
go
white
until
truck.
it gets
Get
there.
through there quickly. Yeah, I was thinking my because we'd upgraded the baler recently. I was thinking my baler was a higher horsepower. The little case tractor that we have wasn't going to be able to pull it, and this would be the other tractor, or this would be the smallest tractor that could pull it. Turns out, nope, we have a very small baler, and that is fine. Otherwise, I would have considered buying this tractor to you, because it's a 200 horse tractor, which gives me a little bit more usability than. Oh, what do we got? Where have we got? We have got. Boom, boom, boom. What have we got? Got the. Oh, this one. This thing, which is 117 horsepower. So that one wouldn't work on some of the smaller jobs or some of the medium-sized jobs. Right, we did that. Turn that on. Turn on. And off we go. So we are going to get one more load of canola into the harvester. We're 31% done already.
Don't buy.
So that
Probably
probably means we are going
Look at the
to
sign.
get 3 full truckloads.
Yours is not that sign. The closed sign. Yours is shining red and mine is just green.
Anyway. No way around here. What is the time? Oh, we're at up to 11:30. Good. So that's the end of the second headland.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to be up here.
Just a bit.
And I'll tell you when I'm gonna. Okay.
Now, I need to line this up. The rows. We're going to start running the rows.
Hi. Okay.
Awesome stuff. So I think it's 11 o'clock, 2 hours 43 minutes. But I think we can call it here. I have other things I need to do. This is going to take probably another 3 hours to finish this job. So I will let you all go and we'll be back. We'll be back next month. Wow. With the next episode of Alma, Missouri and Farming Simulator 25. Yeah, have fun, everyone.